Welcome to this series where we are taking a first look at Reforged Eden 2 beta update, which was released in early June 2024. Now, in the last part, we crashed on Akua and we were wandering around this area in order to get the basics to be able to start putting a few things together. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things, but the first thing I want to do is actually work on our personal defenses. I certainly want the light armor. I certainly want a sniper rifle and an assault rifle. And then what we'll do is hopefully I'll have enough resources to do this. So the armor's priority. Sniper rifle and the assault rifle. Oh, wow. Where's the... Okay, it looks like the ammunition might change. So the assault rifle uses 5.56. So we'll get 500 rounds of that to start with. So where's the sniper rounds then? 7.62 ammunition. That's about right. Something not right here because that's minigun ammunition, isn't it? Output count 10. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Yeah. That's minigun round. I'm sure minigun rounds aren't there. Well. We'll go with that anyway. Now, while that's chugging away, I just want to talk about a couple of things. First thing is that Empyrion has released a update for the base game. And when I first saw that, I thought, great, they're going to take out this game before I even get started. And as it turns out, most of the update relates to some bug fixes. Also, there's some additional furniture being added. And the other thing is they've done an update with the gravity controllers. And I think what they've done is they've made them more directional, because Spanger's made a video where he created a ring where you could put the gravity generators on and walk around the ring and still stay within the gravity range. So as far as I can tell, that will not affect this game. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, as usual, a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. I've also had a flurry of questions about ships. And I must admit, I'm still kind of thinking about whether I'm going to build a ship, whether I'm going to try and import a ship. Because I do have if I come into here, I've got my old Silver Shade light here. But when I was looking at this, it seems we got to get 2 plasma converters. And to be honest, I've got no idea what a plasma converter is. And I did look through this thing, and as far as I can tell, we can't make it in here. And that gives me a problem in the sense that it means that if I can't make the plasma converter in here, then we're going to have to build a base or something like that. So I've kind of had a bit of a rethink of my strategy, but I'll come back to that after the next thing, which is a big thank you to those of you who took time to point out that there's skeletons can be found in the game, mainly by killing creatures. But somebody also suggested that you can find dead bodies under spider nests or under nests in general. So maybe we'll keep an eye out of nests. I think this game's determined to keep me shooting spiders. And the other one is that somebody said that you can get salt by mining close to water, which is probably great, but as far as I can see, we don't actually have much in the way of water. Anyway, that out of the way, the strategy for this part is we're going to go to the crashed ship. Now, I'm assuming it's going to be the Heidelberg, which this is the reason why we're making some kit, because we may get into a combat situation. And what I'm thinking is that if we can get to the Heidelberg, we might be able to use that as a work, because at the very least it's going to be a source of materials. Anyway, let's just get into here. Right, so we've now got that. Means we don't need this stupid thing anymore. Put you there, move you out there. We've got the sniper rifle and this. Actually, just move this around a little bit like that. Got 500 rounds of 5.56. That just doesn't look right, to be honest. So we got this here, and so in some ways we're going to be good to go once I put the armor on, because of course we don't need an armor locker for there. Right, we're going to need some herbal leaves. I'm certainly going to keep an eye out for herbal leaves. I do feel a lot more comfortable walking around here with right, so just reload that. Turn the light on. And also somebody also posted a comment saying that wreckage now has been nerfed a bit, so you don't get a lot of stuff from it. I think what we'll do is we've got heat signatures out this way, so what we'll do is go out in a curve like that. Now I am going to go on foot, and apologies if any of you expect me to rush forward with the main story. The reason for that is that I want to build up enough bandages, and also we're going on foot, it means we can pick up stuff that actually gives us XP. I don't think the plant protein gives us any XP. I'm not going to hunt any creatures at the moment because I can't see the point, to be honest. I don't really want to pick up too much. Well, we could pick up a few bits and pieces because, again, I think this is XP as well. At the moment, it's all about XP. Yeah, we can get XP for ground up, get XP for picking up stone. But what I am looking for is herbal leaves. Right, we've got a heat signature there, 267. We'll go to that one first and see what we can find. Right, we've now reached level 6. Because, of course, one thing we are going to need to do is get enough level up so that we can unlock the stuff. If I am going to work out a way to be able to get the my silver shade light in, that looks very much like a, yeah, just going to keep stacking everything up. Let me just come in here, just going to keep punching out. Because we can't make food, we might as well make bandages. And of course it's the XP as well. Alright, we discovered the wreckage over there. Keep expecting some bug ugly to come crawling out the woodwork. So let's come in here. I mean, plant fiber is a good way to kind of just keep building up your XP because it doesn't weigh much. Plus the fact if you get too much, you just chuck it away. I mean, do we get anything from here? Right, got a little bit from the graphite. So what have we got here? Got something. There's some herbal leaves stuck out the back here. Was a couple here. So grab you. Get the herbal leaves first. And then we can turn those into some more. Was it 1, 2, 3 of those? That copper up as well while we're at it. And of course, if we just deploy this very quickly, we got here graphite. Does that? Right, so 1, 2, 3. I just shoved 10 in. What do you reckon the odds are that this is going to be something worth picking up? Oops, I didn't load it. Right, I don't want to spend too long digging this up because I'm kind of working on the assumption that if there's going to be a loot box in here, it's going to be close to the actual, whether this thing is stuck out the top here. Right, it seems to be going in that way. Yeah, I don't think we're going to buy much in here, are we? Because I would have thought if there was a loot box here, it'd be pretty close into here. I think what we'll do is we'll just salvage this off the top. That gives us some mechanical components, some carbon substrate. Another what we call it out here, herbal leaf. No, I don't think we're going to find anything in there. So this actually, okay, pick you up. That should lighten the load a little bit. Just make another bandage. Right, where are we going to go from here? Anything around? Right, we got a radar signature over there. Yep, some more herbal leaves. Just keep going. If I can get to about 20, 25 bandages, I'll be quite happy. So I don't think we're going to worry too much about the radar signature. I think we're going to go for these thing here and see what we can find. Although maybe we should go for the radar signature. I think what I will do is we'll just very quickly whip out here. Whoops. Yeah, we're going to go mobile with the bike. See if we can pick out the you up as well. How many have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just kind of, because it's always a difficult balance when you're first starting out, especially when you're actually making a YouTube video, because that's graphite. That's good to know, but okay, so we'll just pick you up and then we're going to walk north now. Yeah, it's always a difficult balance because you've got to do the grind. All survival games have got the grind, but at the same time, you're kind of, it's always in the back of your mind that it's not particularly that interesting. It's got to be done, but and there's always this balance that of how much do you actually show in the video. Where I mean, I generally tend to be inclined towards showing a lot more in the early stages of the game, because that's when the point of many people watch just to learn how, you know, what it's like to start. Although, to be honest, Akua is a fairly kind of soft start, to be honest. It's not like we're going to be it's the XP, I think. Got that one there, got that one there, so maybe we'll go up and then go across to that one, and yeah, we'll go up to this heat signature here and see what this is, and then we'll take it from there. But so my inclination at the moment is to use the Heidelberg as a kind of operating base, as long as it doesn't attract too much attention. So, where did the wreckage go? No, it's this tip, sorry. How many we got now? 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep grabbing that. There's another one just over there. Herbal leaves. 2 herbal leaves. Got 200 XP. Again, making bandages may seem a bit pointless, but it all adds up. Well, this looks a bit more promising. Oh, there's a cargo. Wow, we've actually got... Oh, we got some beans. We've got anti-radiation ointment. It does not purge radiation from the body unless the radiation is removed by decontamination or a shower. So this is a treatment for burns, but it doesn't reduce... I think that's a change, because originally the anti-radiation ointment used to decrease your body effect by 1, I think. So you still got to use a shower. That I think that makes it even stronger with respect to kind of getting set up in the Heidelberg, because I'm pretty sure the Heidelberg's got a shower. Right, we've got heat signature that way. which is out that way. We can go that way. Done that. We've got one over there. Right. That's a little far away, so I think we're just scoot out here and see what this is. Very, very quickly. Use the hover bike. Yeah, I don't mind walking distances, but maybe that one's a bit much. Actually, there's some spices there. If we can find some salt, we might get some, maybe to make some jerky. Still very curious about the beef jerky. Must admit, I would really like to have an operational base, because we're going to need that base to build a ship. But at the same time, I would like it to be an absolute minimal base. I'm also aware that we're probably in spider territory now. So is that herbal leaves? Yep. Take that. Oops, yep. Okay, we're actually near water. Right, we're going to check out the wreckage, because if we dig around the wreckage, we might get some salt. That could be useful. And I can hear what we call it around here. It's always a kind of audio effect. Right, we're just gonna have a little bit of a dig down here and see what we can find. Right, let's just go back towards this thin thing that stuck out the surface of the ground here. Okay, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. Salvage boat, take you. Okay. Aha. Of our first encounter. Wow, we've got a convention here. Well, on the positive side, we're going to get... Trouble is, I'm using up a lot of ammunition. Hey. So, we'll just get this guy and then we'll be on our way. Yeah, right, so we got some meat. But we haven't got any salt. We've got alien teeth. Wow. That looks pretty scary. Right, we've got about 20 bandages now. Right, but we didn't pick up any salt. Okay. What we can do is turn that into steaks, though. Right, let's just hang out. I think what we're going to do is now is I've got a little bit far off route now. We've got radar signature over there. 500 meters. Right, we're going to jump on the bike. Go check out over here. See what this radar signature is. So, I mean, if we can get a good mark. Wow. Let's see, try and find out what this actually is. Right, we've got medium copper. That's pretty good. That's good to know. And what we're going to do now is head in the... Whoa! We'll get through these up over the mountains. Haha, whoops. I think there's some very impressive trees here. Right, I'm just going to get to about here. We're going to pick up the bike. And then what I'm going to do is go in the rest of the distance on foot, because If it is the Heidelberg, there's a risk that we may kind of encounter some opposition. I have eyes on the ship. I recognize the ID number. It's the hull of the UCH 011 Heidelberg. Okay, so it is the Heidelberg. Now this could be... Hello. Right, we've got leaf cutters. I don't really want to waste ammunition on them. We've got... I mean, killing them is good because it gives us a level. We're now level 7. But at the same time, I don't really want to waste ammunition on them. Right, we've got... These are buds, aren't they? No, these are herbal leaves. Okay. We need plant protein now. We've got some copper here. I'm not going to pick that up because if we set up a base here, I can come out and pick up that later on, and it means I don't have to lug it all over the map. So here we are. We are at the Heidelberg. It says crash ship though, but it's okay. Does the ship hit the ground hard enough to split in half? I don't see how anyone could have walked away from this alive. Now we've got this little box here, which... Okay, we discovered the crash ship. My observations of the ship's hull using the cameras affixed to your suit conclude that the ship did not crash due to mechanical failure. The damage and burn marks on the hull are consistent with high temperature plasma and explosive detonations. Ship was shot down, Commander. Container is sealed. Okay. So what have we got to do now? Oops, no. Are you sure the Heidelberg was shot down? Could it have been friendly fire, or perhaps the ammunition magazine exploded on re-entry? Now, must be a record of logs or something that explains this. Sorry, Commander, the direction of the blast pattern and melted steel indicates it was struck from the front by a plasma composition not in my database. Upon scanning, I have detected radioactive traces of the same plasma on several other wreckage sites in the area, as well as structures near the polar regions of this planet with wrong EM signatures. I have concluded that the structures near the poles are, in all likelihood, weapons emplacements, communication stations and military facilities of some sort, belonging to an unknown faction native to this region of space. There are many transmissions coming from their location, but nothing that I am able to decipher. We best give them a wide berth, for the moment. That would be correct, Commander. You would be alone and unarmed against what can be assumed are trained military personnel with superior weaponry and a fortified position. This is their territory, and the UCH are trespassers here. Best thing you can do right now is continue with your search of the wreckage in hopes that you are not the only UCH personnel left in the system. Anything more of the work of politicians and diplomats, of which you are neither. I'm not saying that we forgive them, Commander. It's just that it's impractical to attack them now before we understand the situation and their capabilities. I'll do as you say, Ida. Thanks for having me by my back. So what's next? I'm glad to agree with your assessments, Commander. As we are currently the only remaining UCH officer, my duty is to ensure that you live, and it would have to shut down your suit's motor functions to prevent you from getting yourself killed. Wait, you can do that? Okay. So I've got an overseer. My humour. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Right, so we've now got... Container's main compartment appears to be locked with this keypad. The signal seems to be coming from somewhere inside. Open the container. Major emergency door release on the underside pushes the container over. A foul smell exits. Inside the cargo container is a human body wearing a UCH engineer's uniform, advanced state of decay. I've got a body here. The biometrics of the body is Batch 1 Sergeant Pilot, First Class Chief Engineer of the UCH Heidelberg. The electromagnetic signal appears to be coming from something inside the container with him. Investigate the body. Sorry about this, buddy, but I need to search the container. Okay, we'll search the container. Looks like he climbed in here himself to protect him during the crash. A smart idea, actually, but the container was completely sealed and lined with shock-absorbent foam. If only the container hadn't landed upside down with the ship on top of it, it'd probably be alive. Here's some stuff in here, but it doesn't look like it's going to be much use to me. Okay. Okay, let's search his pockets. We just searched the container. Yeah, we search his pockets. Right, we'll take the money. Sorry about that. Search the body. Appears to source of the M signal IDO is this PDA. It appears to still have some battery left in it, but the controls are locked. I can't access it now. Okay. I've retrieved the personal logs and messages from Sergeant Pallant's PDA commander. We'll run the analysis and forward the decrypted logs to your PDA F1. But you'll be able to access through the PDA logs of the journey. Yep, okay. Yeah, we're not going to worry about barium. So we've got some credits, and of course in F1 now we've got the journey book and the PDA logs. Nothing in there at the moment. Okay. So what we're going to do now is just... Oh, I haven't put the jetpack on. Right, there's a loot box. What we got here? Bioethanol and biofuel. Just get rid of that stupid lamp. There, I think there's fuel here. Why won't it let me access the fuel? That means there's a core in this somewhere. Right, so wants us to go up there, but we'll work our way up here. Got a couple of motors. I think we're going to have to kind of deploy. Signal appears to be coming from here. Access the log. Okay. We're not going to... Well, we've got everything out of there. Got water containers. Oh, missed the data pad. Sorry about that. Nope. Appears to be a damaged database using the cargo management of the debris. There must be some source of signal. Examine the data pad. The power light comes on, the screen is cracked, and pushing the button yields no response. I found the logistics management unit. It's only too badly damaged to use. It looks like the one's bust. I'll check somewhere else. Just a moment, Commander. Logistics pads contain transfer records, access logs, and user notes. There's usually more information in one of these devices than most people realise. Please connect your suit to the data port. Yep. So we're extracting the data. I have received the logistics files, Commander. I've confirmed that there's additional data in the device logs. Would you like to review these files now? No. We're... okay, so we've now got that. Now, I think what we're going to do is... Oops, sorry. Aha. Just jump over. I think for the moment I'm just going to deploy the Fujimi do flicker. Oh, not that. 7, 8. Put you there. I'm going to shove some of this stuff in here. Right, we got spoiled food because of the graphites. Keep that and see if we get some the eggs. Spices. Got a carapace. I don't know if we can use a carapace for. We'll keep the credits. Keep that there. I think this stuff doesn't perish. Food wise, we'll get 1, 2, 3. Just turn all these into steaks so we can eat them. I think we can turn these into hard-boiled eggs while we're doing a little bit of a search. We got a bit more ammunition and we got ourselves a rifle. Got a pistol upgrade kit. Oh, well, that looks pretty cool. What do we need for bandages? Plant protein. Okay. So we need to scoop round. Got some shotgun shells. Won't say no to that. We've got to go up there, but I just want to get the loot first and see if we can get some more. Don't want to wander too far, but oh, okay. That was seaweed on the surface by the look of it. That means we can knock out a couple more of those. Trying to use up these herbal leaves if possible. Now, if I remember correctly, there should be another bolt down here. We'll take that. We'll just work our way round. Area there. Is that another plant protein over there? Yeah, I think this could be pretty good operational base actually. Take that XP. Got another egg as well. Okay, and we can live on hard-boiled eggs if necessary. Trouble is, if we collect too much, it's going to spoil before we actually get a chance to use it. Just get that there and there and there, because we're already working through these. We might as well eat these. What's the... Yeah, but wow, that perish time for the beans is pretty good. So we'll keep the beans as our emergency reserve. What we got in here? Some more pistol rounds. Respirator charge. I think that must be the equivalent of the little grey oxygen bottles that used to be around in the past. Okay, we got... So just put all 4 in. Don't think it'd make 4, but if I could get another couple more plant proteins. Yeah, I think we can get one of those. Another one just over here. So snag them. Make sure we're fully loaded. I've got a feeling we're getting to the point where we're going to get attacked. So, right, let's just get back to our portable constructor. I can always leave the portable constructor here. We can pick up some more iron on our travels. I don't think I probably will do that. Got a long heavy barrel. What on earth is a long heavy barrel? A high density alloy barrel compatible with most conventional long barreled firearms, improves recall and increases weight. Recall minus 20, accuracy minus 20. Compatible with most sniper rifles and miniguns. So is that implying that that's some kind of upgrade? That's new. I've got absolutely no idea what that actually means, but we're put in there. We don't need the pistol ammunition. We don't need that. We don't need the laser charges. We probably don't need the sniper rifle at the moment because we've already got one. Don't need that. Keep that. We'll put that in there. We'll keep the stakes with us. If they go off, they go off. This has got a perish time of 31. This has got a perish time. It might pay just to keep the eggs the way they are at the moment. Right. So we've got to access the constructor logs, which are up here. I can see the constructor logs. They seem to be in terminal on the front of the machine. You might need a jetpack. Yeah, well, we're going to be okay from that point of view. Can we get to... There was a thingy bob just above us. Yeah. So we got sniper rounds now and a couple of rockets. This is confusing me, I must admit. It says the 12.7, also known as the .5 BMG, is a heavy machine gun and anti-material rifle cartridge. Okay, I'm confused. Where's the heavy machine gun then? Or is that... I'm wondering whether... Because the 12.7... Advanced to survive... These are 5.56. About the sniper rifle... Advanced sniper rifle... I'm wondering whether the 12.7 is actually... Would that be used with the sentry guns? So I'm not seeing a heavy machine gun in here. Anyway, that confuses me even more. We've obviously got a lot to learn. It looks like the power's out. This should be able to connect to my suit's battery in the constructor console long enough to read the constructor logs. Connect a cable to the suits there. Access the constructor logs. 66 items. Looks like they made 8 tents, which means there are at least 8 survivors. The rest of the stuff the constructors made were pretty standard stuff: supplies, communications equipment, and a hover bike and a pair of UCH raider kits. Standard supplies for a journey overland. What is a UCH raider kit then? Looks like they loaded up the rest of the ship's supplies and salvaged what they could carry and headed away from the ship, which makes sense since this place would be likely drawn attention to the enemy if they hung around for too long. So I guess we should be on the lookout for a pair of UCH raiders. I'm not exactly... Is that a hover bike? I've also scanned the planet for heat signatures belonging to the UCH crew and vehicle commander. There are no other members of the UCH Navy anywhere on this planet. However, what I wanted from the logs, aside from the confirmation of survivors, was a frame of reference for the inconsistencies present, with other evidence gathered from Ensign Emerson and Sergeant Planet's log files. So I have figured out what the problem is, IDA. I'm 88% certain, Commander, that the final piece of this puzzle, so to speak, should be found in the ship's bridge. There is a console there that's still functional and active. Okay. So you were telling me that there's a live console on the bridge and you didn't tell me to go there first. Why send me to digging through all the dirt and boxes full of dead bodies when everything you need to know is on the bridge? Because, Commander, the console of the bridge is both unshielded and will draw a great deal of power when it's activated. I've identified an unmanned aerial aircraft patrolling near our current position, and activating the console will undoubtedly draw their attention. It's necessary to avoid putting you in additional danger. And discover the truth of the console remaining the source. Yeah, okay. Yep, so that means there's a drone around, but I'm not seeing anything on the radar at the moment. Up of the bits, so there's an armor locket. So what we got to do is get into. Whoops. And we got an armor locker, which we don't need. I think the core is in here, actually. I think the core is in here. Whoops, console is here. So what we got, this is the Heidelberg's bridge console. The high probability that it's activating this console will draw unwanted attention. Should have appropriate weapon. Yeah, okay. I think we've got the best of what we can get. So there's, okay, password. I'm sure I was right. Let's try again. Log in. Open message. Now, this section is going to have lots of detail about the backstory of the game, which is, so I'm not going to read all this in great detail, but what it's basically telling us is that the UCH Expeditionary Fleet were pulled off course whilst testing a long-range warp drive, and then when they were heading towards Jupiter in Proxima Centauri. And then they ended up in the Andromeda Galaxy, and what we got here, several other ships crashed. And I mean, if you want to read the detail, feel free to pause the video and watch it. And it says that we're heading to a neutral station on the far side of the planet where they organise transport. Okay, so you've got trade standard. That's a hint at the traders. And of course, we're now introducing the Xerax. Do not engage with armed patrols. Yes. Copy the suit. Analyse the flight pathing. Okay. Yeah. And we'll come back to there. We've got to deal with this drone now. The trouble is, where is he? Of course, we're in trees. Hopefully the... I'm not going to be able to... Oops, get out of the way. Question is, do we take the fight to him or wait for him to come? It's only one of them, so I think we'll take the fight to him, because in theory we should have the cover of the trees. Trouble is I can't see him in these trees. Hit the nose. I thought the trees were an advantage, but they're not. That's better. He's out in the open now. Got him. Ha! Got him. What was that? Okay, so we've now got him. There's confirmed. Good job, Commander. The regular patrols will not change their course, but their handlers are likely to send reinforcements when they realise the drone has gone offline. So leaving the area now would be quite useful. So it looks like we got our first lead on it. Somewhere on the planet is a neutral station. Okay, save it now for now. I know. Leave the area. Because I've got to leave all my lovely loot behind. I think. Right, what we'll do is we'll. Okay, it says chapter A Forest of Stars. Chapter 2, A Forest of Stars. Uncover the wreckage time of the fate of the crews is to set you off the survivors following a trail gone cold almost for 4 years. The natural station is to get off-world and escape their Xerox pursuers. Okay. Take that. Got metal scrap we can leave behind. Got a fuel cell I'd like to keep. So well, we know most of the stuff here is going to be good. The eggs are going to spoil anyway, so we'll take the eggs with us just in case. We can always use those. The spice, nah. I think everything else here, I think we can just kind of leave behind for the moment. What we're going to do now is I'm just going to mark that. Where am I? Right, what I'm going to do now is we're just going to leave the Heidelberg for the moment. Well, actually, there's one thing I would like to do before we leave, actually. I just want to check. I think we got time. Whoops. Get rid of the... Sometimes if you do it without the... Oh, but it's going to be a... Can't get in here. Okay, we're going to have to do it the other way. Just want to see if there is a core in here. I'm pretty sure the core used to be in here. Well, it's not anymore. But it's definitely got a core. There's some grow plots. They haven't given this an admin core, have they? Yes, they have, by the look of it. Oh, that's antisocial. Right. On that basis, what I'm going to do is means we're going to have to come back the stuff. Right. What we'll do is we'll shove some, put the crushed stone in there. Carbon substrate, I'd like to keep that. Glass plates, and I'd like to keep the copper. Water container. Can I get anything else out of the... Right, we're just going to put a little bit more into here. Put the eggs in. They're probably going to spoil anyway. Probably don't need the laser pistol ammunition just at the moment. Trouble is I've got to... Right, I think what we'll do is, I'm not sure what the ethanol fuel's for, but we'll put that in here as well. Because we're not going to use it anyway, so... That can go... The ethanol fuel... What's it? It is... Yep, okay. We'll put that in there. Put one graphite. Pick you up. Ah, we got scrap. Well, you can keep your scrap. Again, it's a nice to have, but... And what we're going to do now is there's no point. We're going to fully loaded, so we might as well just dive straight back with the portable constructor. Right, looks like we've got to go to the village. So, right, go to POI wreckage. Got to be right next to us. Where is that then? Okay, is it? Oh. Okay. Oh, this could be interesting. What's in here? Got another tin of beans. Okay. We got 4 tins of beans. We kind of got a little bit of a possibility here. Right, we've got 27 bandages. I think I can knock off with the bandages now. I mean, that could be the basis of a base. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to get back to the portable constructor. So that we can offload everything that we've picked up. I mean, if necessary, I can always do a second traps. Just backing up a little bit. Just want to see if we got enough space for some. Yep, got 12 ore. Right. I picked that up because what I'd like to do is make another portable constructor. What on earth was that? Right, so here's the portable constructor. What we'll do is we'll dump everything, well, virtually everything that we don't need can go into there. That can go in. I don't need that. Certainly don't need the 12.5 mate. It's me 2 power cells. Don't need the spare rifle. Got a hydrogen bottle here. Didn't notice that. The spices would be nice, but we got no meat, so oh well, that's the way it is. This is going to spoil pretty quickly, actually, isn't it? So we've now got this here. Right, I'm kind of running out of time on this video, so I don't really want to go in the direction of the village in this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it here for this video. What I will do is go out and about and do a little bit more local exploration in this area. Then in the next part, what we'll do is we'll make our way towards the village so that we can carry on opening up this area here. We do have access to graphite and copper, but we're going to need to find some other resources on the planet. In fact, let me just see. We got what we got here. We got iron, silicon, copper. Got 16 promethium. Wow. And we've got graphite. So the one thing we haven't got access to is titanium, which could be a bit of an issue, especially as the fact that this ship needs titanium ingots and cobalt. So we've still got to find the magic ingredients of what we want to do. So it looks very much like we're going to have to build a very small hover bike. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.